Hello, community. My name is Michelle Vela, and I'm running for Bexar County Constable Precinct 2. I want to remind you of the election days. Early voting will be October 24th till November 4th, and the actual election day will be November 8th. So guys, come out and support me. I want to say thank you to the community. You guys have been supportive. I've won the first 2 elections, and now we're going to the general election, which is November 8th again. So please come out, support me, look me up. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome again to Young Generation Presents. I'm your host, Jim Perales. Today our guest is here again, Mrs. Michelle Vela.
Thank you.
And we're welcome to have you again. I know you're in the runoff, as they call it, against your opponent. Can you tell me how the election's going? I know we only have a few. You can also tell them how much days
Okay.
and what's going on in the election.
Okay, well, we've had 2 elections already, which is a primary, and then the community was very supportive, so I went on into the runoffs. Community was very supportive again, thank you. And now we are going to the general election. So we are looking at voting starting up in October the 24th through November the 4th, and then the actual general election day being November 8th. So we're in a matter of weeks and days now again.
Yeah.
So yes.
You said October the 4th?
October 24th
Okay.
through November 4th.
Okay.
Would be
And,
early voting.
It's early voting.
Yes, sir.
Do you know, like the people that are registered to vote, but and this is another question. Wasn't going to add it, but I had to. They want to know, like, can they just, because they don't have their cards, and if the voting cards,
Right.
will they be able to go to and show them an ID?
Yes, sir. Yes, they can go down to the voting site, show them the ID, and they'll bring up their information, and they'll let them know what precinct belongs to them. But in early voting, you can go anywhere in early voting to go ahead and actually do your voting. And then in the actual November 8th, we'll go to your assigned precinct and do your voting on that day there.
Good, good. Is there, overheard you saying something. I also seen it on Facebook. You can find her on Facebook.
Yes.
It's wonderful pictures about the, getting involved in the community and everything. And what's coming this Friday?
This Friday, we are having the Democrat reunion, family reunion, and that starts at 7:30 to about 10:30 at La Veita downtown. So that's going to be a really good function and event. So guys, come on out, support us. There's going to be several of the Democrat candidates there. So we look forward to spend some time and getting to know us. And if you have questions, come on over to our tables and talk with us.
Sure, that's good. I know your husband.
Yes.
I know he's supportive and he's doing a lot of times, to help your election. Does he is he like a coordinator?
Well, he's more like my campaign manager. Technically, we don't use a management word in there because we're more of a partnership. So he's my other sidekick on my campaign. He's very supportive. He comes out, helps me with anything that's concerning the campaign. You'll see him out at some of the voting sites with me, holding up our signs. You'll see us at some of the events, and you'll see us out block walking, talking with our community, because that's also important, that we get out there and we talk with the individuals, and they also can interact with us, ask us questions, and we're actually there to actually answer. It's always good for the actual candidate to come out and there might be a question that the citizen has and wants to direct it over to the candidate, and therefore I like to actually, do a lot of block walking, get those questions answered.
Is there any place where, like Precinct 2, could, do you have anything scheduled or anything where there can be like a community meeting or something? Because there's a couple of people that asked,
right,
and called. I don't know why they don't give me their names, but I said, if you want, I could have her. I could give her your address.
Sure, direct them over to my website, phone number. I do have my office number, so they're more than welcome to call there, leave me a message because I'm kind of in and out, but I do return calls. And so I am looking at putting some kind of community events out within the next, few weeks. Right now, we're kind of in that motion right now of seeing what exactly we're going to do to interact with the community out there and get them involved, come out where I'm at, and again ask questions. And again, this function too on Friday would be a great event to attend because, like I said, I will be out there, and of course other Democrat candidates too. So it's a great opportunity if you have questions and stuff to come out, ask the candidates, catch them on the spot. Hey, I have this question, and feel free, shoot the questions away. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, good, good. What actual date is the election?
The actual general election will be November 4th.
November.
But yes, sir. But we have early voting, which will begin October 24th through November 4th. So we'll actually have about 10 days of early voting. And I stress, in early voting, you can go anywhere. You don't have to go to your assigned precinct. So it makes it a lot easier for some individuals versus on November 4th, you'll actually have to go to your assigned precinct that's on your card. Or again, you could take your ID if you've lost your voter's card, and they'll bring up that information for you.
I just signed. I asked that also because myself, I lost my voting card, but I redid a voting thing. I sent it in, so
Right.
I'll be on the right track. If you could tell the TV show, as a matter of fact, it showed all over San Antonio on 3 networks. If you could tell them, what do you do right now? And
Okay. Sure. Right now, currently, I am strictly campaigning. All my time goes into my campaigning. We're out there, like I said, with the community. We try to get to know the community. Anything and everything you can think of with a campaign, that's what we're doing out there. As far as me being active with the department right now, I'm not. I do have a peace officer license through TICO, which is in Austin, but I'm actually not commissioned right now through a department. So, again, I look forward to winning the election November 4th and taking that seat as a constable in Precinct 2 and, start off where I left off, basically.
Yeah, there you go. What can you tell me, like and I know you told this on your last show, but the boundaries of Precinct 2?
The boundaries, more or less, is, well, the actual department's on Bandera and Gilbo.
Okay.
And we stretch out to the beginning of Helotes in 1604 area. And then we come back down into downtown to where the courthouse is at. And we stretch out anywhere from 410 to San Pedro area.
Okay.
Vance Jackson, you're looking at I-10 area, 410 intersection, Crossroads, which is Baconey Heights area. We also have a section of that. And then we come back down into the heart of West Side. So a lot of my precinct is within the West Side. And so we have about 30,000 registered voters just within Precinct 2. So it's still a pretty big area to cover.
Is it Guadalupe Street?
Guadalupe is part of Precinct 2.
Yeah.
Yes. But if individuals are wondering if they live in Precinct 2 area or what precinct that they, may want to vote in or want to know who their constable is, they can go to the Bexar County election website and enter their address and information there, and then it'll bring up all the screen
It'll
of
bring up,
right, who's
yeah.
their constable, their councilman, and so forth.
Yeah. I notice have a co-producer here is Nathan Buchanan. I know
Yes.
he helps out. Can you let us know a little bit about what he does to help you out?
He's a great supporter. I welcome him on my campaign team. Great guy, great supporter. He's willing to help out anywhere we need him in the campaign, which is great. And I appreciate the help. I appreciate the help from everyone. So we welcome volunteers to come over too. If they want to do block walking, great. Every little thing helps. And whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, I open my doors for that too.
Okay. Do you have any sandwich people yet?
Sandwich people?
Yeah, they have the sign on this side and on the back.
Well,
walking around.
we some of the guys and the girls, when we start going out to the voting sites and stuff, the guys and girls will like to make their own signs and fix them up, and so we kind of have some fun like that too. So I have one particular one that likes to do the little designs and
Yeah,
everything, and so we cheer them on too. So
Well,
it can
I'll
be fun.
a sandwich.
There you go. It could be a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
definitely. Your family, I know your campaign and all that, and I know it's hard to, you know, focus just on the family because
Right.
you do have a family, you're at home and that.
Yes.
But does every, like your kids, do they understand when you go out and,
They do. My family is very supportive right now. I have, a young baby all the way up to grown teenagers and grown children. And, like any typical, I have teenagers, any typical time, once in a while, they want mom and son or mom and daughter time, which is understandable. Every family goes through it. So,
yeah,
but the overall, they're very understanding. My husband, too, he's very understanding also. So they do support me. So, which makes it a lot easier.
definitely. Okay. When will I know you said the Friday is going to be the Democrat Party.
Right.
Some people that can make it, will there be like like a community event where?
Well, again, the event's going to be August the 12th, which is Friday, for the Democrat reunion, the family reunion. But each candidate, you can always look up into their websites and stuff and kind of see what events they have going on. I do plan myself to put on some events or, get out into the community, maybe, even do like a meet and greet, maybe like at Woodlawn Park. So there's a few ideas that I have. But yes, definitely. And, of course, they're going to see me out there block walking, knocking on doors. So, please welcome me and support me. And, if you guys have questions, that's what I'm there for. I'll be knocking at your door, but again, I'm there to answer any questions that, the community may have. And I'm sure they have, many, what am I offering? What am I bringing?
Yes.
What are the changes you're going to bring over? So, yeah, yeah.
Do you have like family that are in the law enforcement right now?
I like to say that we're the first generation. It's myself and then my cousin. She's retired out. But now her son is in law enforcement also. So
Wow.
that's now the second generation from our parents that are in law enforcement. So, yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's very special. I wanted to bring this question up. I know it's kind of sad and it's hard to accept, but about the police officers, and I know this. Other than the election, what informs you about the Blue Lives Matter?
Okay. Well, we've had some, issues that have occurred, and a lot of individuals have several opinions. But on the token of Blue Lives Matter, yes, Blue Lives Matter, but I believe all lives matter. I'm not particular on one race or another. It's just we all matter at the end of the day. When I signed up to be an officer, I didn't choose a race. I didn't choose, are you my friend or not? No, I chose to get out there, be a public servant, and I'm here to serve the community. That includes everyone in that community.
So it's
Yes.
also what I remind my friends on Facebook. I got a lot of friends that are in the police force, and I always post on their posts, and wow, really, because it does say in the Bible, "Blessed are the peacemakers," and it's Bible. And
Right.
uh, I talked to a few people that Black Lives Matter, and I put them on the stand where I says,
Right.
"Well, what do you think about a police officer when you shoot him and you murdered him? God does not accept that." And I just wanted your point of view, how because there's a lot of stuff, and people, like you said, people got different opinions on it.
Right, right. Well, I think the most important thing that I think I want everyone to see out there when you see an officer is that we also are mothers, we're fathers, we have children. We get up just like every other person. Give our kids a hug, a kiss. These days, you might see us giving our kids more hugs and kisses. They're like, "Mom, Dad, stop," But we are just an ordinary person. We chose a profession that we believe in. At least for me, I chose this profession because I believe I can make a difference in my community, to get out there, get involved, set an example for everyone, and of course for our younger generation that's coming in. That integrity means a lot to me, and unfortunately, we've had some situations that have occurred recently with law enforcement, and of course, Black Lives Matter. But I would hope and stress at the end of the day that we can all come together and find some kind of common peace ground where we can work together in the community and, have an understanding that we all matter at the end of the day.
Definitely,
Yes.
most definitely.
And when I come across children, I want them to feel comfortable around me or any other officer, because we're here to help them. I don't want them to see an officer because maybe someone else made a mistake and now they feel this individual is going to probably, may handle a situation the same way. It's not like that at all. Again, we took this profession, at least for me, I took an oath. Integrity means a lot. And in every race and every profession, sometimes there are certain individuals that decide that, they tend to forget that integrity. And this is a subject that a lot of, people don't want to speak about. But in reality, this is something that's occurring right now. And me professionally, as going into this, seat and becoming a constable, that's something that I'm going to drill into my deputies. Integrity means a lot. And, I always used to say that the hardest thing, at least I thought, was graduating out of the academy. God, this is hard. And, I'm going to be out there one day. Can I do it? Can I do it? And I keep telling myself, yes, you can. But honestly, once you come out, the academy, it's a breeze afterwards, because once you come out, the hardest thing to do is keep your integrity. Because once you lose your integrity, you can't get that back. And that's very important. So I'll stress that with my deputies. And again, building that trust between law enforcement and the community, again, having that understanding that all lives matter. And I want, the younger generation, the younger children, to feel comfortable with us when they see us. If there's a certain situation, something happens, they feel comfortable to wave us down instead of turning away and having that little bit of fear because maybe another situation happened down, in another community. And so that's something that we have to work on as law enforcement, ourselves as well as the community.
Well, you heard that about not just Blue Lives Matter, but all lives matter. And
Yes.
I just want to say the people in Chicago, and I got friends in San Diego too that are on TV, and I believe this is going to be out over there also because they want to hear something. They also asked me because they're doing the same thing in their communities
Okay.
and their TV shows, and they said we're gonna swap videos so they can play it on their TV
Oh, that's
show.
nice.
So your show will be showed over there in Chicago and also San Diego. I'm trying to hit New York and Florida, but right now I don't have friends over there
Uh-huh.
on TV. But I also want to see if I got a connection in Washington D.C. because everybody's got to know about, the police officers are human beings, and
Right, right.
they go home, they eat, they sleep, just
Yes,
like we
sir.
do.
Yes, we do. But also, the community also are human beings. So we all are, at the end of the day, I like to say we're all the same. We just happen to have different professions. And my profession has a calling in me, and I know the risk, and I know what occurs out there, but I'm willing to get up tomorrow again, put my uniform on, and go back out there again. So that's how much my profession means to me.
Wow, that's very, it's very touching. I'm glad we did this show. I wasn't prepared to do the interview, but in season or out of season, I was telling Nathan, you got to be prepared. So I want to see maybe next time have your husband on, so he
Sure.
could give his
Yeah.
point of view about about helping you and supporting you in
The
your
family
walk in
side
the.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. That would be
And
great.
I noticed you brought this a handsome young gentleman with you.
Yes,
What
yes, I
is his
did.
name?
He's my 10-year-old. His name is Nicholas. He's one of
Nicholas.
my children. So, yes. He's out seeing what's going on today with Mama. So, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
see, you're also showing him the part of life, the positive part, and
Yes.
everything. And maybe he'll ask you, Mom, I want to be a constable too, when he grows up or
Yes.
something. But that's good. When I started in 1997 on television, I used to work for the cable Channel 3 news. I was just a teleprompter and a cameraman. They says, well, we have a 30-minute program, and I didn't know what to call it, but I had two kids that wanted to come on and speak about the Bible and about their ways of life, and I just thought, young generations.
That's a
So
nice name.
that's why when I seen your son and Nathan Buchanan's daughter and son, that it remind me of the show when I started
Right.
calling it Young Generations, not for the kids but also for us, our generations, which are positive,
Right.
and about your running for constable, and also you talking about the police, not but all lives matter, and that's what we need in this community.
Yes.
San Antonio's, uh, to tell you, we're number 2 in the world in tourists, and I think we are number 1 now in the United States
Oh, wow.
because of the
Yeah.
missions and because of the positive call we get. Because I talk to tourists and they tell us, you know, they don't see a difference here with police departments and everybody's nice. They're just doing their jobs,
Right.
keeping the streets clean and stuff like that. But
Safe for our community
and yeah,
yeah.
the community is not, and I'm not saying other cities are bad, but the Black Lives Matter is not too much here because they understand. And
Well, I think we have a good community here. We've seen how we react when we have the Spurs out there winning, and so we all tend to always come together and work it out at the end of the day, which is really really great. And yeah, the officers right now, even when I'm out there, they're doing a great job. They're out there, they're keeping our streets safe. They're interacting with the community, which is great. And yeah, that's something I enjoy seeing every day when I get out there. If I see an officer out there talking to a community member, I'm thinking, wow, that's really good. It's making a difference instead of just sitting in a patrol unit driving around. And that's something that I'm stressing. It's getting involved with the community, getting the deputies out, interacting with the community, bringing positive changes, and opening my door when I get to the precinct and have that open door policy and bring the community in. And so if they have questions or what does a constable do, what departments do you have, and I have some ideas. Can you just listen and then see if you can take them back to the drawing board and see how that can be effective in our community. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to getting in there and hearing all these positive changes and positive concerns that the community has. And I'm already hearing them right now, so I'm noting everything down too, so I can get in that office and get to work.
yeah, I asked a couple of friends, Roger Zuniga, he's a bicycle cop downtown. And I said, so let's get together and talk about, because I wanted him to come on TV and give his point of view of
Right.
SAPD. And I said, yeah, let's go have a donut. He goes, can we make it a taco instead? No donuts,
Right, right, yeah.
But we sat down and he wants to do a show one day. And who knows, maybe you can interview him.
That'd be great.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
why
it'd
not?
be something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because I wouldn't mind, but God opened the doors, gave me a talent, but he says, give the talents out too.
Right, right.
So I'm glad Nathan Buchanan, he came on, and he's looking into the future, doing other things,
Right.
and stuff. And I can't wait till November the 4th comes and
Oh, I can't either.
say
I'm
Michelle
ready.
Vela, Precinct 2.
Yes, I'm ready, guys. So, keep me in mind. I have a website. My information will be up in a bit. If you have questions, call my office number. I'd be more than happy to address any questions. If I don't answer, I'm in and out, but I do return calls. And early voting's October 24th to November 4th, and then the actual general election will be November 8th. So please come out and support me. I look forward to making positive changes for our community. I think we need strong leadership. We need someone to get out there involved with the community, and again, open door policy so I can hear your concerns also out there. I think that's very important because I wouldn't be here without the support of the community. So I thank you very much. Thank you.
This is also part of the community, also
Yes.
because Nathan Buchanan, he came and well, I got this other person.
Yes.
Anybody could have came, but he picked you, and I'm glad because I and I know, and I'm going to tell you now, the phone calls I get will probably be more positive than the last time. Well, how come you're on this? Oh, well, I'm on no side. It's just an open door policy, like you
Right,
said.
right.
And I enjoy the people when they talk to me and ask me questions, but I didn't even ask you a question and you already brought it out. So there you go, community. She told everything that you
Yes.
wanted to know, and please be supportive for Michelle Vela and her family. You know, you brought them here, and I could see they're supportive of you and your husband mostly, because he's right there behind you and
Yes, he
helping
is.
you and everything. And Mr.
It's,
Nathan Buchanan,
yes.
golly,
Yeah.
he's like my big brother. He don't know
Yes.
that, but I admire what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a great individual, very nice individual,
Yeah.
has a nice family, nice support system too, so that's really good. And yeah, so I thank him too for getting me to get out here and meet you, and I
Yeah.
thank you for putting me too on the show.
Definitely.
So,
That's what you know, the talents are open, and you know, God gave them to me, but He says also give them to others. You know,
yeah, right.
and now I know what He means. I didn't when I first. Well, God, why do you want me? You know, now I know why He's my
Right.
finances, everything. You know, everything I do, He's got it all in control. And I always ask Him, how did you do? Well, it's none of my business.
Well,
Just
it's
keep on
being a
living.
humble person,
Yeah,
you know,
being a
never
home.
forget where you came from and,
Yes, yes,
you
ma'am.
know, turn around and help the next person behind you. I think that's very important. Yeah, you just, that's me anyway too, so I
Oh
can
my
relate
God.
to you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm ready, you know, I'm ready to get out there again. And, you know, just, again, if you ever have any questions too, feel free to call me up and say, hey, Miss Bella, I got
Yeah.
this question. Can you get it answered? And I'll try the best I can. If I don't have the answer, I'll try to find it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and well, we'll be making history too here in
Oh
Bexar
my
County.
God. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what my
yeah.
next question got. The
I would,
first
yeah,
woman.
the first female Bexar County constable here in San Antonio. So I do push equality across the board for all male and female. That's something I think is really important in any profession.
You
And,
heard
you
that.
know,
You
so
heard that.
when I have an officer stand in front of me, I want to know his qualifications, he or she, but I do not want to know, I don't want to base it on female or male. I want to know you're ready, you're equipped, you're trained, and you want to get out there and make a difference in the community. And of course, with that integrity. Never forget the integrity. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. San Antonio. I want to tell you also, thank you for seeing the show. Miss Michelle Barrentos Vela is running for Bexar County Constable Precinct 2. And we will look forward to seeing her in office. And also, I want to thank Roger Zuniga, police officer. Also, Larry Garola, longtime friend, and you know, he helped support me in life. You know, not
Great.
just gave me a job, but also supportive, helped me open up a restaurant one time. You know,
Nice.
and I look forward to hearing more about you, Miss
So
Fella.
you're a cook.
Yeah.
Got-
Oh.
Found
Uh
out a
oh.
secret.
But yeah, I'll be there to help you anytime. And thank you, San Antonio,
Yes.
Public Television. Thank you very much, Frank, and all the coordinators here at the studio. Thank you. I hope to see you all next time on my show, but also Michelle Avella's show. Thank you, San Antonio. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Hello, community. My name is Michelle Barrentos Vela, and I'm running for Bexar County Constable Precinct 2. I want to remind you of the election days. Early voting will be October 24th till November 4th, and the actual election day will be November 8th. So guys, come out and support me. I want to say thank you to the community. You guys have been supportive. I've won the first 2 elections, and now we're going to the general election, which is November 8th again. So please come out, support me, look me up. Thank you very much.